More than 60% of Americans already have gray hair before they turn 40. And if you're watching this video right now, chances are you've been standing in front of the mirror asking yourself, what is happening to my hair? Think back to that moment. You're standing in front of the bathroom mirror in the morning, the light hitting your head just right, and then you see it. Just one strand. But it catches the light completely differently from all the others. You lean in closer. Your heart sinks just a little. And in that split second, you're not thinking about your coffee getting cold or your 9 o'clock meeting anymore. You're standing at the edge of a much bigger question. I'm getting old, but here's something almost nobody tells you. The science behind that one gray hair is stranger, more complex, and more fascinating than anything you ever imagined. And once you understand the whole story, you'll never look at that mirror the same way again. Welcome to Mysteries of Simple Things, the channel where everyday secrets are uncovered and explained. Let's start with the part nobody sees coming. Your body is bleaching your own hair using the exact same thing you buy at the salon to bleach hair. That's hydrogen peroxide, also known as H2O2. When we're young, our bodies produce an enzyme called catalase that breaks down the H2O2 naturally building up inside our hair follicles. But as we get older, catalase starts to drop off, and H2O2 begins to accumulate. The result is that each new strand of hair grows and bleached from the inside out, from root to tip, quietly and steadily, day after day, without you ever realizing it. Research published in the FASEB journal confirmed this back in 2009, and it remains one of the least known facts about gray hair to this day. Next time you see a bottle of bleach at the salon, just remember, your body has been doing that for free for a very long time. But H2O2 is only one piece of the puzzle. The next piece is what will really blow your mind. In 2023, scientists at NYU Langone published a groundbreaking discovery in the journal Nature. Inside every hair follicle, there are melanocyte stem cells called MHSCs that are responsible for producing melanin, the pigment that gives your hair its color. What's strange is that these cells don't just sit still. They constantly move back and forth between different compartments inside the follicle, and each time they land in the right spot, they receive a signal to activate and produce color. But as we age, more and more of these stem cells get stuck, like a worker trapped in an elevator, still alive, still healthy, but unable to get to the floor where the work needs to happen. The problem isn't that the cells die, the problem is that they get stuck. And that completely changes the way we think about gray hair, because if they're not dead, that means in theory we might be able to free them. But before we get to that, let's talk about something everyone has heard and almost everyone has gotten wrong. Stress. How many times have you heard this one? My kids are turning my hair gray. Or this job is going to kill me. For decades, science couldn't confirm or rule it out. Then, in 2020, a research team at Harvard decided to find a definitive answer by eliminating every suspect one by one, just like a detective story. They tried removing the immune system, and the mice still went gray. They tried cortisol, the hormone. Everyone always blamed removed the adrenal glands, and the mice still went gray. Then they found the real culprit. Norepinephrine, the neurotransmitter released during the fight or flight response. That's the actual troublemaker. When stress activates the sympathetic nervous system, norepinephrine floods into the hair follicles and pushes the melanocyte stem cells into overdrive. They all convert into pigment cells at once, burning through the entire reserve supply in just a matter of days. And once that supply is gone, it never refills. Dr. Yachie Su of Harvard summed it up in one sentence: within just a few days of acute stress, all the pigment-producing stem cells are gone, and once they're gone, they don't come back. So your friends were right all along. The kids, the marriage, the job, the years of worry, all of it leaves a mark on your hair. Gray hair isn't just about getting older. It's a map of everything you've lived through, and no story illustrates this more clearly than Marie Antoinette. The night before her execution during the French Revolution, Queen Marie Antoinette, famous for her fiery red hair, was recorded as having gone completely white, just overnight. Centuries later, people still tell it like a legend. But the scientific truth is even more unsettling than the legend itself. Hair can't actually change color overnight, because once a strand has grown out, its color is locked in permanently. What happened to the queen is called alopecia areata diffusa. Extreme stress triggered a selective hair loss response that targeted only the pigmented strands, leaving behind all the white hairs that had already been there. Within just a few days, she looked like she had gone white in a single night. That condition now carries the name Marie Antoinette syndrome, and it still happens to real people today. So what about genetics? This is actually what truly decides the fate of your hair. In 2016, scientists identified a gene called IRF4, the first gene ever proven to have a direct connection to gray hair. This gene regulates how melanin is produced and stored inside each hair strand, and variations in it account for about 30% of the difference in how fast people go gray. What's even more interesting is that the same gene is also connected to blonde and lighter colored hair. Same gene, just expressed differently from person to person. If you've ever looked at your mom or dad and seen that full head of silver hair they had when they were still young, you were looking at a piece of your own future written into your DNA from the day you were born. And now here's the part you've probably never heard before, and it's going to surprise you. Your gray hair doesn't have to stay that way forever. In 2021, Dr. Martin Picard's research team at Columbia University did something nobody had ever done before. They mapped hair color changes in real time on real people by slicing individual strands into sections as thin as 1/20th of a millimeter, with each section representing about 1 hour of hair growth, then matching those sections up against each volunteer's stress journal. The results confirmed what people had always sensed, that gray hair lines up directly with high stress periods in life. But the shocking discovery wasn't that part. The shocking discovery was that when stress went down, some strands of hair got their color back. In the study, one participant went on vacation, and 5 strands of hair on that person's head all shifted back to their darker color during that time away. 5 strands of hair literally recorded the vacation. That means if your stem cells are still there, not yet completely depleted, your body still has the ability to recover. Scientists at NYU Langone are currently researching how to free those stuck stem cells from that elevator and get them back to the right position to receive activation signals. Harvard has even filed a patent based on their norepinephrine discovery and is actively looking for commercial partners. For the first time in history, science isn't just asking why hair goes gray, it's asking how to reverse it. Before we wrap up, there's one more thing, and it's something most people have been told wrong. People always say gray hair is coarser, drier, and harder to manage. But according to a survey of more than 1,100 people who are actually living with gray hair, nearly 41% said their hair feels shinier after going gray, and nearly 25% said it feels thicker. Gray hair even grows about 10% faster than pigmented hair, according to research by Dr. Desmond Tobin at University College Dublin. The story you've been told about gray hair isn't completely true. So the next time you stand in front of that mirror and see that one strand catching the light differently, remember it's not just a sign of time passing. It's proof of everything your body has been through, every sleepless night you spent worrying, every hard moment you survived, and you're still standing here. And for the first time ever, science is getting very close to answering the question you've actually been wanting to ask. So here's a question for you. How old were you when your hair first started going gray, and what did it feel like in that moment?